Welcome to another Survivors Update. It's Mason, in-game as Invis-a-Nerd Community Manager on the road to survival, still surviving after a War of Champions weekend. Congratulations to all who qualified and everyone who participated. You've got your avatars. Maybe you've even got your exclusive fighter. Let's talk about what's coming up and what's on the road ahead on the road to survival. We'll go into a development roadmap that was released. We'll talk about everything post War of Champions and what is on the way with the calendar of events, as well as giving away copies of The One Who Wanders, Gold Mythic Wanderer. We'll give away some copies in this video. Stick around for that. First, let's go ahead and jump over to the TWDRTS.com web portal. First thing you'll always want to do is sign in, whether it's Facebook or Scopely ID, and that way you'll be able to go to the featured offers and claim the free Gold Mythic token daily claims, which I've already done. Or you can also grab up the other events. Sometimes there's items in here like the Outlanders Login Challenge gets you these beehives right now, which is rewarding advanced mythic tokens if you get far enough in that mission. But we're going to cover the week's news and events. We're going to go over to the blog and click in to see what has been announced. What kind of news do we have this week? And before we get into the War of Champions topic, let's talk about this development roadmap that came out last week. This has quality of life improvements, an update, a little bit of a teaser for Faction Assault in it, combat enhancement discussions that are ongoing, and maybe a little tease of something we thought would be perfect for players to see a little bit in advance. I think we've heard lately a lot of players wondering about what's going on behind the scenes, what is being developed, what's coming up on the road to survival. And I think that Faction Assault is something we announced earlier on this year, and we've been looking for an update. So look closely at the picture and see if maybe you can speculate on who will be the new boss in the new Mythic Faction Assault. Something that I think is an important piece that should have gone out here in this development roadmap blog was that these are in no particular order. And if I'm being honest, I think Faction Assault might be the one we see next. Unless you go back to the previous announcement about the radio roadmaps that will be removed coming up shortly, and new progression missions that will reward Maggie Green at the end. And this will also give a bunch of rewards for all players, but they're designed to help players who are new to the road to survival to pick up a mythic team. This is just one of many of the updates we will be bringing onto the road to survival very soon. And I think it's the first piece of this roadmap that will be coming in. Look for quality of life improvements and more of the things mentioned here in the weeks and months ahead. Plus, we will be releasing a podcast to kind of talk a little bit more about these and other topics that were not addressed in this blog post. So keep an eye on the channel for that. Subscribe if you want to get a notification for when we upload the next AMA podcast. I know it's been a long time in the works. We're recording it this week. It's coming soon. There's been a lot of talk about that kind of stuff. When and what are we doing in upgrading and refreshing some different parts of the game? And it's all coming very soon. I know a lot of questions were about how we were going to be giving ultra tokens away and advanced tokens away, and now we've seen that as well. With the We Can Do It event through the 4th of July weekend, which was the reason we were off from last week's Survivors Update, giving away a bunch of pulls on the highest level of wheel we have in the game with the advanced recruits. Now we've got Those Who Wander and the advanced recruits happening right now. There's a chance for you to be picking up these advanced tokens in this event. Each day the missions were popping up, giving the bandanas. Use the bandanas to run the roadmap to get advanced tokens. The Advanced Mythic Recruits Wheel featuring Wanderer this week. You could win them in this video. Stick around to find out more about that. There's also the Barely Hungry event continuing with Gold Mythic Brutus copies and the Outlanders Axe. This started last week, but in all the different tournaments, you'll be able to get different items from a picnic, featuring the Barely Hungry mini event and the Outlanders Axe. There's a roadmap that'll refresh every 12 hours. You'll use the rewards from that and the login calendar as well to choose your rewards from the gray market. Could be the Brutus shards you need to get another copy. Could be the Outlanders Axe or lots of other items that are up for grabs through this event. We also shared this update today on Discord that we will be moving up the deadline for War of Champions region transfers to Wednesday, 5 p.m. Pacific, to coincide with the release of the delayed Carnival of Corpses Outlanders event. This is going to go out on Wednesday as well at 5 p.m. Region transfers for those in the War of Champions region are open and ongoing right now through waves. This was just announced earlier today as of the release of this video. So there's a couple of days to move out of the War of Champions region. And if you're hanging out there come 5 o'clock Wednesday, sorry, but we're just going to move you to a region of our choosing. But this speaks to the next event in the Outlanders Mythic Trial to begin later this week. Finally, congratulations are in order once again for Walkers and the rest of our top finishing War of Champions factions. It's a big achievement. It's a big accomplishment. Congratulations to everyone who qualified, everyone who got to pick up all 5 copies of Gold Mythic Eris from the 150K milestone. Congrats. It was a battle. Even I was in there fighting on Sunday afternoon trying to pick them up. Paragon mods, though, avatars, and the rest, the Gold Mythic tokens that were in there will feel pretty good when we get to that Arav Gold Mythic exclusive that can only be found on the Gold Mythic token wheel. So again, congratulations to our War of Champions. Final scores are posted, and we will actually have more info in the coming weeks, not only about the War of Champions collector's coins that will go out to the top 3 factions, but the War of Champions winner's weapon that will be sold to everybody and given to the winning faction. More info to come. For the latest info, you can find it here. We'll go to the calendar and get a look at what to expect from this upcoming week on the road to survival. We are in the new cadence for the solo level up tournaments. There will now be 2 per week, and regularly this will be a faction level up and then a solo level up. And we've got our regular recurring survival road and raid rotation going on as well. Those Who Wander continues through the 21st. That's your chance for almost another week to pick up more advanced tokens. You could use them for Wanderer or save them for someone who might be coming in the future. That's your decision to make. If you'd like to hold on to your advanced mythic tokens for any reason other than Wanderer. The Mythic Battle Pass featuring the Scotsman will go through next week on Thursday on the 21st. It will end, and the week after that, the Outlanders Mythic Trial will wrap up on the 28th. All right, let's go ahead and get you copies of Gold Mythic Wanderer. If you want to get a copy of this guy sent to your roster, hit the comments down below and type Switchblade. That's all you got to do to get registered to win a copy of Gold Mythic Wanderer. Type Switchblade in the comments down below, and you'll be entered to win a copy of Gold Mythic Wanderer. Congratulations to the winners from our last video. Don't forget to share this video if it was helpful with your faction mates. Maybe they could end up winning a copy of Gold Mythic Wanderer. At the very least, they'll know what events are coming up this week on the road to survival. We'll hope to see you in the next one.